Okay guys, let's go. What's this video about? I think the image behind might give you a few clues, but I think you're going to have to wait until Monday, the 27th of April, 7 p.m. and watch our live feed to see what it's all really about. On Monday, Ribeye, our moderator, I sometimes refer to him as the mediocre moderator. In fact, he's far from mediocre. He's actually quite magnificent in many different ways. He's got a fine mind, does his homework, knows what he's talking about. If he wasn't, I wouldn't listen to him. Anyhow, he'll be giving this talk on Monday about health and mental well-being, yeah? And it's going to take some time. But I think it's only fair to point out that Ribeye is not confident in front of a microphone or a camera. So we'll have to forgive him. So don't expect a world-class speech or anything like that. He's just going to disseminate information that he thinks that you will find valuable. I know I'm looking forward to it. I've been skeptical about some of the things that he said, but I think it's only fair to give him a platform to see if he can convince me otherwise. Just remember, he's never done this thing before, and the aim is to put the information out there, like I said, and not to win any speakers awards. Okay, so we'll have to cut Ribeye some slack there. But either way, I'm sure that the information he gives out will be interesting. What will he be talking about? Well, he believes that there is a way to reverse many diseases and avoid getting them in the first place. He'll be looking at why the answers to these questions are found in evolutionary biology, chemical and paleoanthropology, and not in nutrition studies. So that's going to be interesting. I'm quite looking forward to this. He says he's going to explain some basic biochemistry which is involved in certain diseases, such as diabetes, heart disease, cancer, fatty liver, all the autoimmune conditions such as skin reactions and the thyroid complications such as Graves' and Hashimoto's disease. He's going to explain leaky gut and why most people have it and why it's the root cause of all autoimmune issues. Yeah. He reckons if I listen to his video and his talk and carry out the things that he's going to suggest in it, that I'll have the sex drive of an 18-year-old. I'm not quite sure what good the sex drive of an 18-year-old is in a 77-year-old man. I doubt I'd find anyone to join me in that kind of activity. But he reckons it'll give me greater energy and also help with my short-term memory loss, which I've noticed is becoming more prevalent these days. Anyhow, he's going to ignore the dispel the nonsense surrounding, what was it he said, gut microbiome and cholesterol too. Another thing, and mental health he's going to talk about. He says also that that's a big issue these days, as everyone seems to be suffering from it in one form or another. And his protocols will reverse many of them too. Mental health, he's touching on that. There's actually going to be another live feed a few days after this one in which someone else will be talking about mental health problems, but we can talk about that in another video. Anyhow, he's going to piece together our evolutionary timeline, which clearly shows us what we should be eating, and it's not what we've been told. Apparently, he's going to start The story's going to start 3 million years ago. That's even older than me. Anyhow, as I said, he's going to piece together our evolutionary timeline, which clearly shows us that what we should be eating and what we shouldn't be eating. He's going to touch on the political and religious conspiracy that led us to where we are now in the terms of our health. And then finally, he's going to explain why you should never waste your money on supplements. And at the same time, recommend 2 things everyone should take if they can afford to, which don't fall under the supplementary banner. He's also going to tell us, I think, about exercise. What sort of exercise is wrong, what harms us, what is good for us. And the answers on how to exercise, he says, lie in it is ancestrally appropriate, basically zone 2 training, i.e. jogging, treadmills, etc., also known as steady rate cardio, actually messes us right up. I don't know about that. So he's going to be talking about diet then, what we should eat, and what it looks like. And I think his overall aim is to leave the listener, to leave you, me, with the big picture of the things that I just mentioned, and why all roads point to the same answer, so that we won't be any doubt about what to avoid being part of the epidemic of disease. I think it's going to be an interesting talk. During the show, there won't be any questions until after Ribeye has finished speaking and given his lecture, if you will, on what he thinks we should be doing to improve our health and mental well-being. When he's finished talking, then we'll open the floor to any questions you might like to ask Ribeye. So personally, I'm really looking forward to it. And in fact, I've said to Ribeye that I'm more than prepared to carry out his protocols as an experiment for a number of weeks, and then I can report back afterwards as to whether I believe that what Ribeye is telling us is an actual fact, factually correct. Yeah. So yeah, that's Monday the 27th, 7 p.m. on our channel. I hope to see you there. You've been listening to Paul Morris, The Green Arrow.